Hello, so my name is Simba Stenqvist, and I'm originally from Sweden, now living in Thailand since many years back. And today I wanted to share about my experience with opening the Tao that I did last week with Luan. It's a 5-day online training in his system called Luban Pai, and opening the Tao is the second phase or system that, as far as I know. And it was a very, very profound experience to be in the presence of Luan teaching this modality with so many hours per day, um, being just in his presence. And I could honestly say within the first 5-10 minutes of the call, all of my questions that I had preemptively going into the training were answered, but I haven't even vocalized them. I haven't even formulated them to him. He just started to talk about it. And that's really something that happens a lot when you're in Luan's presence. Whatever you have going on in your mind, or whatever emotional entanglements you have, or whatever kind of challenges you have, when you're in his presence, he will start to speak to it. And as he do, you become more aware of what's actually going on, and you will be supported, guided, and held to start to clear up these blockages. And that's really one of the big main takeaways that I have from this week with him, that so much that you can learn just by being in his presence. And the technique itself is wonderful. The coiling sequences and the way that he teaches it, and all the different qualities and aspects to teaching this modality is so thoroughly transmitted from him to you, from teacher to student, that you just feel safe to explore. You feel like you're in a safe container to explore. And I could feel that a lot of things were happening in my body as we were starting to do this training already at day one, right? My hands started to feel warm. I started to feel a lot of warm, cold sensation going all the way through my body. I actually had a hard time sleeping first day because I was getting so much energy. I was getting energized on a very, very high level. And I really enjoy that, because it really shows that there's great potency in this kind of work and what he teaches. So that was a very beautiful addition to the training that I wasn't even aware of. And we in the course were just body workers. Myself as a body worker, mental health coach, and we were getting all of these specific techniques and ways of working, maintaining our own integrity energetically, mentally, working with other people, because many times you can take on energy naturally. There's an exchange between people as you go about and conduct a session of healing, coaching, counseling, whatever you do. If you're in the healing sphere and field, working with people, we have an exchange of energy. And he was really teaching us how to clean out any residues of that energy. So whenever you come into a new session, you can come in on a clean slate, that you come in and you feel that I'm not carrying anything from the last session into this session, or I'm not taking anything from my work back into my personal life, and it translates into conflict with a spouse or partner or something like that. So those were very vital skills that he very generously taught us how to do, and how to apply the system for us as healers. And that's really the teachings of Luan in a nutshell. He's really masterful in his way of teaching, because he will adapt it to you. It's not just a series of techniques and you do this 10 times, 5 times this time. He will adapt this technique to what your needs are, what you're doing professionally, what you have going on in your life in terms of what you're working with emotionally, mentally, spiritually. He will really adapt everything to where you're coming from, and adapting it to a level where he was answering questions that I haven't even formulated in my mind. I had them loosely formulated, and it's things that I've been, let's say, pondering on for a while. And he would just start to speak to those questions and answer them without me having said anything. And that's really the essence of being in Luan. Being in Luan's presence, the emptiness that he emits allows for something to be answered and to come out that you have going on within your system that you may or may not be aware of. And he just speaks to those circumstances honestly, with respect, integrity, but can be very straightforward, which is good because it really allows you to see what's going on, behind the veil of excuses and I have to do this or I have to think about this. He's very straight to the point when it comes to delivering what he sees, what comes up in him, and it comes very spontaneously. So it doesn't feel invasive. It feels more, you get a chance to see what is it that I'm really not seeing myself. What is it that I need to be mirrored in to move forward? Where am I basically stuck in life? So I've found this training to be very, very invigorating on many different levels. The actual system itself is amazing. I felt very energized. Could hardly sleep the first day. I still feel there is a lot unfolding practicing the system. And a big part of what he said working with the system was also that this will teach you. The more you become quiet in your mind and go into myofascial webs and feel all the different movements, this sequence, this way of working with your body will teach you a lot of things. It will allow you to know who you are. It will change you in a good way. And I can really feel that just a week after that is ongoing changes. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. So it's not a system you learn just these techniques and you focus on this for 10 times, or it's really adapted to you, to your body, to your energy, to where you're at in life right here, right now, and where your goals are, where you're moving forward, many times without you even having formulated that. So it's a masterful way of being taught. And coming from bodywork disciplines myself, that's how they used to teach in the past, that you go to your osteopath and you spend time with them and you spend a lot of time with them and you learn hands-on how to do the work with other people. It's not just reading theories from a book, it's actually you learn by doing. It's a very practical skill, and this skill is navigating yourself, your own energy, your emotions, your body in a space of emptiness and compassion and silence. So it's a very unique opportunity to go through this training. And I'm definitely going to do more trainings. I'm going to let this one integrate and not get ahead of myself. Really fully integrate this experience, go deep into the practices, and I'm going to continue doing more of these trainings because I feel they just, it's really the gift that keeps on giving. They just keep on unraveling sensations within me, discoveries within me that are new and very resourceful to me in my personal development, both as a individual but also as a healer working with other people. So I'm very grateful for that, and I can recommend this to anyone that feel like they want to have a daily practice that will give them more energy, help them to relax, clear out emotional blockages, especially interpersonal one between other people and you, old events that you haven't worked with. And working with trauma myself, I know trauma is really stored in the body, and this is a beautiful way of really breathing and moving all that stuck energy that we can have many times ruminating in a system without even knowing it. So I can recommend Luan Pai and Opening Tao for all these reasons, and probably many more that I can't come to my mind right now. But it's a really beautiful modality, and I really appreciate it. And thank you very much, Luan, for teaching this. And I will be back soon and learn as much as I can from you.